Hello and welcome to another episode of our Speakeasy podcast. We've got
John.
and I am Ken. Hello everyone. How are we doing today?
How are we doing?
We're doing all right.
We're doing it and doing it and doing it well.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you everybody for watching. We're getting close to our goal of 1,000 subscribers soon.
So yeah, subscribers.
Please tell your friends and family to subscribe and like and comment and watch our videos.
Yes.
Because we want everybody to see us.
Yes, and we're happy if you see us.
Yeah.
Yes. Thanks.
Thank you.
We appreciate all those that are following us already.
We do.
Not to say we don't appreciate them. We appreciate you guys the most.
All our new viewers, give us more than 5 minutes. Give us about 10.
Maybe 10.
About 10.
Yeah.
And then you can go do what you want to do.
Yes. Now you can sign off right about now. All right, we got something different here today, guys. This is something new. This is something exciting.
This is something weird. It's strange.
It is strange.
I like it.
We're gonna give a shout out to Dustin, who was just on our show a few episodes ago, and actually 2 episodes ago. He had picked this up, and Dustin is on the other side of the United States, and he basically said, "Try this out." And I said, "I'm gonna ship it back to you, but we'll do it on the podcast first," and that's what we're doing.
It's very interesting.
It is very interesting. Yes. This is called American Highway Reserve, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, and made in Kentucky, aged across America. Let me just see what is going on here.
There's a cool story behind this bourbon.
Yes, there is, but I'm trying to see, like, who's
responsible for
it? Yeah, because that's all I see on here.
Yeah.
I just see on the bottom, I'm like expecting to see a company. It just says Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. That's all it says on the bottom.
And what's it called? American Highway?
American Highway Reserve. And I don't see it because on the back it says on the bottom the same thing. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey distilled in Kentucky, bottled by American Highway, Bardstown, Kentucky. All right. That tells us something. So that's the name of the place?
I mean, we were in Bardstown. We were close to Bardstown. I don't remember hearing anything about that or seeing anything about that.
Yeah, very interesting. So this one's coming in at 96 proof, 48% alcohol.
Okay.
And just to give you a quick backstory, guys, I'm just going to read off the back here, I think.
Can I answer your question real quick?
Yeah, sure.
This is Brad Paisley's idea.
Brad Paisley, really?
He's a country singer, correct? He got together with Bardstown Bourbon Company.
Okay.
And made American Highway.
Okay.
It's a blend of, maybe I'll say it on there.
Yeah, what is with these singers and everything going? I'm going to get off topic real quick. I just saw today, we do film this ahead of time, so people are going to be like, oh, this is old news now. But Chris Stapleton did some kind of collaboration with Buffalo Trace.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
And now it's popping up everywhere in my secondary feeds for bourbon and everything. And I was like, Chris Stapleton. And this is the best comment I saw that someone had posted. They said, Chris Stapleton's a recovering alcoholic. Who's going to drink this, you know?
That's funny.
Yeah. He's like, he pretty much, he didn't go to like an AA or anything, I think, from what I understand. But he doesn't drink alcohol. So, okay. You're collaborating with Buffalo Trace, but you don't drink.
Yeah.
Okay. When I used to sell beer for a living, a lot of my accounts were owned by Indians, and nothing against Indians, but a lot of times, I know for a fact,
Indians like,
no, not those Indians, but they because of religious purposes, Hinduism, they can't have alcohol. They can't drink.
Really? Oh.
So I used to have my one customer. He was a good guy. I became friends with him, and he'd go, "Oh, Ken, you got to try this beer, you know, whatever." It's oh great, whatever. And I'm like,
how do you know?
I said, you can't. His name was Alpesh, or is Alpesh. I was like, you can't drink. You don't drink alcohol. He's like, yeah, but I heard it was good. I'm like, I don't care what you're saying. I don't trust your opinion.
It's like us doing our podcast at an AA meeting.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work. I mean, kudos, Chris Stapleton. If you get away with it, good for you, buddy. Good for you. But here, this is, okay, so yeah, John had mentioned, a little off topic there. Just a quick read on this. It's just easier to read off the back, guys. But it's on the back. It says, hot summers and cold winters write the recipes for the world's best bourbons. Fluctuating climate expands and contracts the staves of a barrel, imparting oak and char that cultivate the characteristic flavors of America's spirit. We take that idea one step further, loading our barrels onto a rolling rickhouse, where the spirits age on the road. From the farmlands of the from the farmlands of the heartland to the rugged terrain of the mountains and desert, to the beaches of each coast to coast. And here, this is traveled whiskey with a story. Hints of the character of this beautiful land permeating the scent and taste of every drop in this exemplary expression.
I felt like this is like Audible.com.
American Highway.
Wow. You should read books for a living.
Well, it's ironic. It's kind of special that Dustin gave this to us because he came from the West Coast to the East Coast, coast to coast, and we had bourbon.
Yeah.
Granted, he did not bring any bourbon on his travels where he could shake it around and do all that fun stuff and keep it in a barrel of nice white oak. But this is pretty cool too, though.
So basically, if you can't figure it out, they took those barrels, they threw them in the back of a tractor trailer, and some dude was paid to just drive around the country while that bourbon swished here and there inside the barrel. I guess moving along the process of it just sitting there in a rickhouse.
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting. Imagine being paid to just drive around the country. Here, I got 100 kegs of barrels of bourbon.
Know if I would trust either of us driving this thing.
Yeah, no,
I'd be like
popping one open.
Let me just taste for flavor. I want to make sure we're doing this right. But let's give this one a little taste here. Ooh, there we are.
So there we go. It doesn't say it on the label, but it's Bardstown Bourbon Company.
Yes.
In collaboration with we didn't go to Bardstown Bourbon Company. We went into the store in Louisville. We weren't impressed.
Well, we weren't impressed. No, it was busy. It was chaotic. We were hung over like no other. And we're like, dude, is it worth the sip? And you know what, though? There's been, I think, a single barrel I've been seeing. It was just, like these store picks. People go crazy for it, though.
I don't think we've ever done one,
I do have
do
some
have
regrets. No, I don't, actually. But I do have some regrets that we didn't try some stuff there, I think. You know, I think it would have been cool. So we're not knocking Bardstown at all.
No. Just when we walked into that place, it was so like...
It felt trendy,
modern.
Yeah,
it looked like you were going to like I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't like walking into like a whiskey thief, like where you're going to a farm and a barn.
Nobody had a beard there. That was weird.
If there's no beards, then we're not in the right spot. I think we're in the wrong spot.
What was the proof you said?
I think it was 98. What was it? Yeah, 90 or no 96. I'm sorry. Yeah, 96 proof. Any nose on this?
A little stuffy. Smells good. It smells like bourbon.
Caramel. No, I'm getting brown sugar. I want some of your brown sugar.
I get a little vanilla.
Yeah.
It smells sweet. It smells sweet.
A little toffee in there.
It doesn't smell like it's going to burn my inside, so
no.
Let's see.
I feel I'm getting something else. The brown sugar, I think, dominant on that, though. Cheers, man.
Boogers.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm getting that oak. I'm getting that. It feels like it's been rustling around. The liquid has been moving around in some oak, and it has been going back and forth a little bit. But, interestingly enough, though, I mean...
It does?
I feel like it's a little oaky.
Yeah.
But interestingly enough, you would think, considering all this, but maybe it has nothing to do with it, you would think it'd be a little darker. Because of all that contracting, extracting, and all that stuff. Because it looks a little light.
It looks light, but I'm thinking that it's just there's not that much time in the barrel, though. Just because it's swishing around doesn't really...
Yeah. I don't know if I see an age statement on this at all, but... Yeah. because it is a little later than I would think, because they're making, when you put something behind something and you're saying that the temperatures and this and that, you're expecting to see a little bit. What are you seeing, Jeff?
It says American Highway is a blend of 4 Kentucky rye-forward bourbons ranging in age from 3 to 15 years.
Okay.
And this is a special collaboration between the blending and distilling team at Bardstown Brewing and
The singer.
Brad Paisley.
Yeah. Is that the guy with the goatee? No. Is that
I think that's the guy who's in like the commercials with Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning,
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
90 barrels on a semi-truck.
Okay. I think it's a cool concept. I mean, you're seeing
think
that
it's a
more
really cool
often. You see
concept.
that with like Jefferson Ocean, where they have it where it's on the boats going over sea and everything. It's a different take on things, and a lot with bourbon has to do with climate and change and temperature.
So you can follow the current truck with the current barrels.
Oh, that's
right
pretty
now, it's
cool.
in San Antonio, and it's
right.
hitting Uncasville. I don't know where that is.
Okay. I feel like it's Christmas time when you're watching Santa on that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're following Santa. Yeah, you know what? I agree. That's pretty damn cool.
It is cool.
It looks like they started in 2021.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
That's interesting.
Originally, we first heard about this when we had our first podcast with Poor Man's Poison, I think, and they had mentioned it.
Yeah,
And
but I don't think we knew what the hell he was talking about. We were
yeah,
just like,
I don't think we did either. But then
okay.
when Dustin and I picked this up while he was over here, he said, he's like, dude, you guys got to try this. I want you to do it on the podcast. We're like, sure. Yeah, we'll
he
put it
saw
on
it at
here.
your buddy's.
Yes, when we're up in the
place.
Catskills. Yes.
Yeah, and he's like, I think it was like $994, and he's like, I don't care. You guys need to just.
No, I had stuck the sticker on the bottom, so it went for $103.
That's a good amount of money for.
Yeah.
But it's just 90 barrels sitting on the back of a truck. So
Yeah.
it's not that much.
You gotta pay someone's salary
You got to
with
pay
that.
somebody. Somebody's driving around the country.
Yeah, you kind of have to. Yeah. Solid, though. I like it.
Yeah, it's solid.
I like the notes I'm getting from this. I like the concept. Thanks, Dustin, man. This is good. I like it.
I like the concept. It's different.
Yeah.
It's different than what we're used to.
If there's anyone else out there that wants to send us bourbon that you want us to try, you could be like a private company. You could be someone that just distills out of, well, actually, I don't know if I trust anyone that's distilling out of their basement or anything of that sort.
Yeah, we'll try it.
Yeah, we can try it. Just if there's no
We'll give it to the dogs first, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
Anybody wants to send us something to try on the show, please send it.
Yeah. So as far as topics go today, there was something that's been I've been seeing a little bit more often, at least in my area. I had brought it up to John prior to this, and he's like, "No, I haven't really noticed it myself." And it revolves around GoFundMe and certain things I've seen lately, and not just in my area here. Actually, I've noticed it in the area up where I have my in the Catskills, the house there, and I've been seeing things, and it kind of bothers me. So just to give you a quick background, I'm sure for those who don't know, John and I have both been business owners in the past, and we've been involved in business, and it's something that it's not just being handed something, it's not just, there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that go into trying to create that dream and become part of that dream, and ultimately there's money involved, and there's
lots of money.
Yeah, there's a lot of money involved, and I've been seeing it, and it bothers me. I've noticed certain, not just businesses, people that are starting a business. I've noticed it from people that own businesses, and I've been noticing GoFundMes. And as far as GoFundMes, I mean, like, for instance, someone locally around here, they're like, I want to open up a shop, and this is what I'm looking to do, and whatever. But it's going to cost me $50,000. So I'm starting a GoFundMe to help me start this business. Is that? Yeah.
Yeah, go fund yourself.
Yes.
Get out of here.
Yes. Like, if the whole thing is and the part of the American dream is doing it yourself. There's something that it leaves a bitter taste in my mouth, and it's knowing that someone is asking the people, the other people who are working their ass off to make the money that they're earning, and they're saying, just give me the money so I can maybe live my dream.
Yeah, no.
What's your take, John?
No. That's not going to happen. That's called like a company. You know what I mean? You got a board of directors. If I'm giving you money, then I want something back in return.
Exactly.
You know, that's what Shark Tank is.
Yes.
You know, I'll give you $2 million to start up, but guess what? I own 30% of your company.
Yeah.
As an an old Italian American, Sicilian specifically, I'm coming back for I'm coming back for something. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll forward you some money,
Yes.
but guess what? Every week I want this. I don't care what you make.
Yes.
No. We don't put out our hands.
Yeah.
For your dream.
If
know
you
what
can
I mean?
afford it, then you can't do
if
it.
you can't afford it, don't start. Don't get yourself into it. Because
Yes.
guess what? You're just going to go down,
Yes.
down.
Yes. Yes, we're going to risk our money to help you out to find out if what you believe in is going to be successful. What happens when it's not successful?
Yeah. I just wasted my money.
Yes. And I think it's
I don't care if it's $10. I don't care
Yeah.
if it's $10. I don't care if it's $1,000. Why am I going to give a stranger my money so that they can go live their dream?
Yes.
Why?
Yeah.
So I can go in and buy a bagel when you open up your bagel store?
Yeah.
No.
Well, speaking of
And then you're going to charge me for your bagel?
Speaking of which, I'm not going to name any names, but that was another one of the cases. It was actually a bagel place
Okay.
up near my house in the Catskills. And the guy had a location, and he was kind of renting. It was like a shared space, I guess you would say. It was kind of like there was a few businesses in this space. And he wants to, so it's a little bit different because he is established as far as, but he does all right. But he wants to open up another location. So he's asking for a GoFundMe at a different location.
Bullshit. Go to the bank and take out a loan.
But I'm sorry, though. If you can't come up with $30,000, I think he was asking for about $30,000. If you can't come up with that $30,000 from what you're taking in from what you've been doing, what faith am I going to have?
Yeah.
You know, to help. And that's the thing. He might have promised them, like, I think it was something like silly, like you get free bagels every Saturday or something, you know, or it was like you get free. No. Ultimately, if you want to do it the right way, you got to give back what they gave you and more.
I want 10 cents of every bagel you sold. You know, something like that. Like,
yes, interest, anything. I feel like in today's society, everyone wants something for free or something.
Everybody's looking for a handout.
Yes,
all the time.
And it's kind of messed up because you got people like John or myself who have been in this industry, and we're taking our own. We've unfortunately, being in the business, we've taken hits ourselves.
Oh yeah.
So this was our risk. It was our risk, and hopefully for our reward. But that's not always the case.
No, you know. And since I've had my own, I've had other offers to go into something. And I said, you know what? I've been there, done that. I don't want to fall back into that pit. You know, I can't come up with X amount right now, so I'm not going to borrow it from you. I'm not going to have you put it out for me. I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to fall down that hole again, or I don't want to have to owe, and I'm not going to ask for a handout.
Yes.
It's absolutely ridiculous for somebody to ask somebody else, especially a stranger on a GoFundMe page.
Yeah. And people do it though, and they'll do.
Oh, of course.
And I see nowadays it's happening more often than not. It seems like, as far as people are like, GoFundMe, like, oh, I want to create a larger kitchen, or I want to do this, or I want to. Okay, then work your ass harder.
Yeah.
You know, to get the money to do that.
Right.
I don't know, man. I feel like it's just kind of messed up. It never sat right with me when I've seen stuff like that.
Well, I mean, look at oh my God, I should have looked this up before when we were talking about it. Didn't like a couple open up a GoFundMe page for like a homeless guy?
Yes.
And they didn't even give him the money?
Yeah, there was some kind of scam with that, yes.
Like, come on, man. You can do a GoFundMe for anything.
I know.
You know, I want to go get a lap dance at the VIP section of the local strip bar.
Yeah.
Can anybody can 10 people send me,
and I understand.
$10 each?
And I understand. I've contributed. Don't get me wrong. And John has too. I've contributed to a lot of GoFundMes before.
Different circumstances.
Yes.
And even in those circumstances, you're still a little weary because you're like, are these people actually getting the
I
money?
know. I've donated for things that were more like friends of friends.
Yeah.
And I've donated just because it's a crappy situation sometimes. You do feel bad. And, you read the whole story and you're kind of like. But then again, I know it's going to sound silly. It's going to. You should do it without expecting anything in return.
Absolutely.
But it's happened way too many times where I've donated to people who I don't even know.
Yeah.
And I've never gotten a thank you. I've never gotten any, and they've come around, things have worked out. I've never got any kind of whatever, like, thanks for doing that, dude.
Yeah.
You don't know me. You did something good. Listen, I don't want to sound like you need to have something in return and you need to, but just me personally, if it was me, I would definitely freaking go down that list.
Yeah.
And say,
send a thank you card.
Dude, thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm not just contributing $1. I'm contributing some,
whatever.
Good
amount of money. I mean, I've never did a GoFundMe, but like, my daughter has type 1 diabetes. We did a type 1 diabetes walk. We tried to raise money for type 1 diabetes.
Yeah.
So I've had like that type of thing from the diabetes website.
Yeah.
Where, my daughter wanted to raise enough money while we did this walk. And we raised a lot of money.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it didn't come to me. I hope it went to the Diabetes Foundation.
Yeah.
And that makes me weary. People are like, well, bring it to work. Pass it around. I don't know if I want to bring it to work because then I feel like I don't want to look for a handout.
Yes. But this wasn't particularly for your daughter. It was for the society, right?
But does it go to that society?
Exactly.
I don't see that money.
Yeah.
It's not like I get a check and I can donate it to them.
How does that work?
Where does it go?
How does that work? I have no clue. There's cancer society. I had cancer.
Yeah.
I've never seen a dime.
Nope.
Where does that go?
And it doesn't seem like it's going anywhere. Yeah. Nobody's getting better. More people are getting it and dying. And
I don't understand it.
But yeah, I mean,
where does it go? It's like I've heard this shit about wounded warriors. And listen, I don't want to talk trash. I don't want to say anything. But rumor on the block is that these soldiers aren't necessarily getting the good chunk of that change is not going to them.
I mean, even like the St. Jude Children's Hospital. I get that envelope with my return address stickers on it. Who's paying for that?
Yeah, I know.
So if I donate $100, I do too. But if I donate $100, is the $100 really going there? Like, I don't. I guess maybe it's me because I'm just not a trustful person. I don't put all my trust in things.
Yeah.
When I did the diabetes thing for my daughter, I thought maybe I'd be getting like this check and then I sign it and I send it off to the you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Apparently not. I don't know where it went.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're hopeful as a person, as a human being, that it's going to the right place.
Yeah.
Do you know 100%?
No.
Well,
that's the same
probably
thing.
Never will.
It's the same thing when you're donating clothes. You ever donate?
Clothes?
Like we try our hardest to find out where
the bins are.
Yeah, where is that money going, and who's taking care of not money? Where are these clothes going? Is it going to a secondhand shop where they sell them?
Yeah.
Is it going to
making money off of your clothes? Where
I know.
You're donating,
and that bothers me. I don't want to know. I'm donating so that it can be donated to the right people.
Yeah,
it can be shifted around in the fields to find that person that really needs it, not for someone else to benefit and make money off it.
I can even take it a step further, and a town food pantry.
Yeah,
that you donate food to, which. It's not going to cost you that much money. You're going to get 10 boxes of pasta or macaroni and cheese, whatever.
Yeah.
But I've seen people go into those food banks and go shopping for their Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas dinner, and I know who they are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't need to go to the food bank for a box of macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
It's like...
Well, that's kind of like more like the honor system.
Yeah.
We're doing this for the people who are going to be honest, the ones that are going to do... that really need it.
Right.
And anyone else, I'm sorry, and not to put anyone that that does that down, but that's kind of scumbaggish.
It's very scumbagish.
You know,
my dad's big into the food. He goes to the churches and he does like the food kitchens.
Yes. He's hands-on with it. He's actually making a difference. He's making a change. He's making it. He wants to be a part of really making sure that that he's in the right place for this.
But I can go there and get food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't know. Like you said, it's the honor system. It's you hope your good deeds are going to the right places, but you honestly really don't know. You don't.
And that was the thing. Like I donated to American Red Cross, and I won't do it anymore because it's going to sound silly maybe, but I don't do it because after I donated, they would not leave me alone.
Yep.
I'm like, listen, I tried to be nice. I tried to do the right thing. But you can't just hound me every 2 seconds for more money. It deters me and anyone else who's done it before from doing it again. Yeah. Because it's almost like they're saying, well, we got this guy. Let's try to grease him for some more. Let's try to get some more out of him.
I donated to the Red Cross a couple times. Once was Sandy. Only because
that might have been the one I donated. I think it was Sandy or one of those. Or
I thought I was
Irene
gonna
or
like
something.
talk to I wanted to talk to like the Jersey Shore cast. You know what I mean? MTV was doing it, and it's like if you call, you'll talk to Mike Myers, and no, it was somebody who didn't even speak English.
Yeah.
And I gave him my credit card number. When I was done, I was like, shit, should I have given him my credit card number? Mm-hmm. I did Wyclef Jean when there was
In Haiti.
in Haiti.
Yeah.
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 All you had to do was text, and it came off your phone bill.
What?
Yeah, your cell phone bill got added. You text how much money you want to donate, and they just added it onto your phone bill. And that was weird. And I'm just like, you know what? American Red Cross kind of.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know
if I trust it anymore.
Listen, I know you need money to run your business. You need money to do certain things, but the reality of the situation is just to keep everyone aware of this and to open your eyes. Know where it's going before you donate to it.
But that's what a bank is for. You need money. You go get a loan.
Yeah.
You go do this. You go do that. You don't hand out your hand to strangers.
Yeah.
And say, hey, can you throw $50 in my hand so I can go open up a hot dog stand? No, dude. If you can't afford to do it, if you can't get a loan to go do it, don't do it.
Yes. Back to business. That is. Yeah.
Back to business. Yeah.
It's. Yeah. And that's the thing. If you the whole part of it is you need to have that faith. You need to earn that faith from customers. Sometimes you can't just say, "I want to do this. I want to open up a club, and I want it to be 6 stories high, and I want it to have different music on each floor. So I'm gonna need let me see, $600,000. Give it to me.
Sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, give it to me. Go fund me, please.
No, go fund yourself.
Yes, yeah, and that's the thing. And
I mean that whole. You know, too. I
What?
don't think that Shark Tank show helps.
yeah.
Because people think that they can just go invent anything or come up with
Well,
anything.
do you know that with this Shark Tank that a lot of those deals never even happen?
There's got to be a small percentage of deals that actually go through.
Yes.
It can't be more than like 20%.
Because you think that's the negotiation on the show? No, negotiation. There's a lot of contingencies there. There's a lot going on that we don't know about. So actually, some of these deals you think that happen don't happen.
Yeah, no.
There's
no way.
They do
It
it on the
can't.
show, and then all of a sudden something happens. They didn't give the right facts on this. They can back out the sharks can back out very easily. Because it's just a discrepancy or something that you said that was not true or something that happened. And back to not just GoFundMe's, there's Kickstarters too. Kickstarters is basically similar to the GoFundMe.
Oh, yeah? I never heard of it.
Kickstarter?
No.
Well, they mention it sometimes on Shark Tank. They're like, "Oh, do you have any debt or this or that? How did you get that $1 million?" Oh, well, we started a Kickstarter. So it's similar. Like a bunch of people will
Donate money to.
Well, it's not, yes, but a lot of times it's not necessarily donating. They're buying the product before it becomes available.
Gotcha.
A lot of times. And they say, okay, so now that we got $1 million for people that are going to buy this product, now we're going to start producing it.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a risk in a way, I feel like, too.
I mean, even sport teams now, you rarely see like one dude come in or one family come in to buy a sports team. It's usually a group of like 50 millionaires that pull their money together to do something. It's just you can't ask for handouts.
Yeah.
One person, if you can't afford it, don't do it.
Yeah.
If you want to be a silent partner, that's a different story.
Yeah.
If you want to say, hey, yeah, I'll give you 50%.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing to do with it, but I want my check at the end of the day, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You have confidence in that person's business.
Yeah.
God bless you. If you got the money to do it, do it. But don't ask the Joe Public for $10 here, $50 there, $100 there, because I don't know. That's not fair, man. That's stealing to me. That's just it's thievery. It's
Yeah. And once again, don't get us wrong. As far as GoFundMe goes, as far as certain things, once again, we've contributed to a lot.
Used for the right thing,
Yes.
it's okay.
Yes.
And that's what it's meant for.
Yes. Do you post anonymously on that?
I don't.
You let people know that was me that
Oh,
gave
yeah.
you that money.
I'm usually the lowest guy, but yeah, whatever.
I think the ones
100, 1,000, 50, and then I'm here.
I think the ones where I
$10.
am unknown, it's the ones that I don't post hi. And if it's something like hi, I'm like, yeah, that was me. You remember that? No, I don't. I usually do have myself where I am visible, only because just to say, hey, dude, I care. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. You want to? If something were to happen where I lost my job, I lost my family, and my kid was sick, and I was like, hey, I need some friends to maybe just help out. I'm going to start a GoFundMe for this. I want to know who gave to me. Not just to see who's my friends and who's not, just because I want to be able to thank you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to be able to thank Anonymous.
Yeah.
You know? I want to thank Ken.
Yes. Thank me.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. But yes, I think that's. But like once again, it's like I said, it's just saying, hey, dude, I'm here for you. You know.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I do it. Where I, you know, and it is humble for people who don't, you know, and it is it's nice for someone to say, I don't care who they know it came from. I understand that point of view of it, but.
On that note, the reason why we're talking about this is because we're looking to upgrade the studio. So we have a GoFundMe page on our Instagram.
Yes.
Please
send all your
donate
bourbon and a couple of prostitutes.
It's $100 minimum.
Yes.
Make the check payable to John, G.R.
Yes. All right. What beer are we drinking today, man?
So with our recent trip to New York City,
yes,
we're going to do an ode to New York today. This is called NYC Freshie. And this is from Other Half.
And this was one of those Other Half Monkish collabs, I think, too. This is one of those ones.
No, I think it's just...
Are you sure? I thought all of those were Monkish collabs.
No, they were not.
Right.
But it is.
Yeah, there you go. I think they all were.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
Brewed with our friends from Monkish.
Yes.
So NYC Freshie, Other Half over in Brooklyn.
And Monkish out of California.
Monkish out of California.
Hey, back to Dustin, man. Cali.
Where is Monkish?
San Diego or something, I think?
San Diego?
I think so.
Man. When we go out to the West Coast to visit Dustin, we need to take a little trip to some of the bigger cities in that area.
I know, man. And I have my buddy Jeff who lives in L.A., too, around that area.
We don't have to go to L.A.
Yeah, but
he can meet us in another city, but
I know. I
don't
haven't
want to
seen
go
him
to
in
L.A.
ages. Yeah.
He might not even recognize you.
He'd probably be like, what happened to Ken? Why is there two of you in one body now?
Like, when'd your pubes go from your bottom to your top?
And why are your hair's gray now, too? Yeah.
So this is 8.1%.
Okay.
Other Half and Monkish. It is a hazy IPA.
Double IPA, right?
Double IPA. Yeah, looks like a typical Other Half beer.
Yeah.
And I can smell it from here, and it smells like a typical Other Half beer, which means it's going to be delicious.
Yes.
We bought this a while back. Well, you bought it.
Yes, this is one of the ones I bought. Like it was like
It was a package.
A package of, and me and these guys, John had some, Jay, and our buddy Dom. We all split the pack. I'm down to. I think I may have one more.
I have finished them all.
Yeah.
Actually, New Year's Eve, I finished my last one.
Yeah, I can't.
I was
believe
saving that
still have
10% one for a good day. And,
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
Cheers,
Sláinte.
buddy.
Cheers.
Sláinte?
That's Other Half.
Sir.
It is Other Half.
Other Half.
It is Monkishy.
Yeah. That's another half beer.
Yeah. Solid.
Solid beer.
Can't say anything wrong.
We've done a lot of Other Half on the show,
Mm-hmm.
and it tastes like those.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah.
We have to go out there. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Right.
But I know how much you hate New York, so
I do, but it's Brooklyn, so.
Yeah. Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at?
Is there still? I remember there was a pop-up or one in Rockefeller Center. I wonder if it's still there. If they did a storefront now.
Yeah. And
Right?
we
That
went
sucks
to
'cause we were just there.
and we went to. I know we went to the one that was another part of Brooklyn, was it or no or somewhere?
It was in Brooklyn.
It was on the water.
There were two. There's one in Domino Park and one.
Domino Park.
We
That's
didn't do
where it
that one.
was.
No.
Oh.
We did the other one.
Oh, I thought it was the one at Domino
No,
Park.
no, we didn't do the Domino Park. We did the other one.
Yeah.
I did the one in D.C. a couple years back,
Yeah.
which was pretty cool because that was just different.
And there was one in the Finger Lakes, but it was when I was at the Finger Lakes recently. It was too far to drive. I was like, I'm not doing this. Yeah.
And there's one in Philly.
Yeah.
So we have to hit one of these soon.
Yeah.
And we do a lot on the show. We have to actually go there.
Yeah, but not that to say we haven't been there. We've been there.
Yeah, but we need to bring
yeah.
with the show. We need to
Yes, and I think we should go to Monkish too. Yeah.
a little farther.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's a little bit of a drive.
a little more of a toll, but
Yeah, a couple tolls maybe. Yeah, but yeah, we can do it one day.
good stuff. Thank you.
Imagine
Thank you,
us going to
Monkish.
Cali and we didn't fly and we just did a road trip.
Yeah, and then we'd both be divorced, living in the car that we drove out there. Don't come back.
I've done it before. I have driven to Cali, but yeah.
Yeah, married with children.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
No,
it's a
but
different enema.
yeah,
That'd be cool though.
it would be. Just go like
Would you go like 80 Route 66,
80,
like
just
this
80,
way,
80 takes
then-
it right towards San Francisco.
and then come back the bottom?
That's what I've done. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gotta be cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
How come nobody ever goes straight across?
Like right in the middle?
Yeah,
Because there's nothing.
there's no roads.
Well, there's nothing. I don't think people live in the center of the United States at all.
No,
No.
just cornfields and desert.
It's like the hills have eyes.
Yeah,
You don't want to go through there.
that's great. All right. Anything else you want to discuss? We talked about our charities.
Yes.
I mean,
Listen, we're not telling you to not donate
No.
people. We're just saying be weary.
Yeah.
Don't. It's okay to be skeptical once in a while.
yes. Do your research.
For all those people trying to start a business, get a job, earn some freaking money, and start your business. Work in the field. Do what you got to do. Don't. It's just too many freaking handouts nowadays. I don't understand that, man. I don't understand that at all.
Like for us, all you need to do is just subscribe and watch.
Yeah.
And we'll make a little bit of money.
We're
not going to ask for the handout.
Full disclosure, at least at this point, we make no money on this.
Zero.
And yeah.
And you can, I've looked it up. You can buy subscribers. You can buy views
Yeah.
to put yourself over the edge, start making that little bit of money.
No, we're
But
not selling
we
out.
Refuse.
We're not selling out.
sellouts.
Nope. We're not doing it.
We don't do it for that.
Nope. Nope.
If we made $10 off of this episode, it would go buy another can of beer. You know what I mean? It's not going in our pockets to better our families.
I think the money, the first money we get is going towards like we get better equipment, maybe or something.
Bullshit. We're buying another bottle of bourbon.
Yeah, we've been working on.
We're gonna go buy an old fashioned.
Although we're thankful that Dustin did some tweaking here, but on our equipment recently.
I think our equipment's just fine.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. We and I think it was like when we first started this podcast, it was like a stretch to like, do we want to invest in a third microphone?
Yeah. Well, why don't you just let the guest pay for it? Let him bring his own microphone.
Yes.
Because our only guest was always Jay.
Yeah.
Let Jay buy his own.
Jay actually bought his own headphones, though.
Did he?
He did. But now I have another. I did end up getting another set.
That's funny.
Yeah, and it was. I guess we kind of have to.
Yeah. Now we need those big round screens over.
Yes, so that we don't hear
Yeah.
all that.
So we don't hear the reverb.
Yeah. So, oh God.
That's funny. Dustin's like, that's what that is. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
On that note, guys, awesome beer by Other Half. Shout out to them. Dustin, thanks, dude, once again for. I'll be mailing this back out to you soon. Although he's going to be like, "Don't mail it out, just keep it." But I wouldn't feel right, so I want to mail that out to you, buddy. And so that was
Bardstown.
Yeah, out of Bardstown, American Highway. Brad Paisley.
What is it? Bardstown. I was going to say Bardstown Brewing.
Bardstown, Kentucky.
Bardstown Bourbon Company.
Yeah.
Is it bourbon?
Yeah, Bardstown. Yeah.
Whatever. You know what we're talking about.
You know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And Johnny, cheers, buddy.
Cheers to you, man.
As always, thanks for making the trek out here. And as always, cheers to you guys.
We'll see you in another week or two.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.